Let's return to Northern Ireland now, where a second night of violence has rocked the streets of Belfast.
Yeah, live to GB News reporter Pat McCormick, who's on the ground there. Pat, it is the middle of the night. Has there been any calm?
Well, not at all, Kylie. I wish there was. But, yeah, it's just gone past 1 a.m. here in Belfast. Right now, we're sort of in the central area, which is a bit quieter. But that wasn't the case about an hour or so ago in the north of Belfast, where we were there, where riots were happening all day, sort of later in the day into the evening. There, when you can see, water cannons were deployed against protesters, mostly against young men, wearing masks, dressed in black, throwing bricks, anything they could find at police. That also included setting a truck on fire that ended up exploding, a loud bang that really sent the shivers through you. The reason North Belfast was in particular because of the Chimney Corner Asylum Hotel, which has housed asylum seekers. A lot of these protesters are very angry at an immigration system they would say that is broken and that has let them down. Now, the reason for their anger is that because of the attempted murder, the alleged attempted murder of Stephen Ogilvie, a Northern Irish man who was allegedly attacked by a 30-year-old Sudanese man. He faced court today for the first time in his first appearance. He was denied bail and remanded. The good news is for Stephen Ogilvie right now, he is in a stable condition. It is understood he is in an induced coma, though his family put out a statement tonight urging protesters not to act violently, and they said they also remain steadfast by Stephen's bedside. Earlier on, though, we sort of experienced houses burnt down, which happened last night. We visited that scene this morning where protesters had targeted the previous night. We came across a couple of people who had their houses burnt down. One of them, in fact, was a Ukrainian mother and daughter who heartbreakingly had fled the Russia-Ukraine war, come to Belfast for safety, for sanctuary, only now to have their home targeted and engulfed in flames. Another home was also, these protesters were attempting to target immigration houses owned by the Home Office, temporary accommodation for them. But one of them who owned them was a Belfast born and bred man. His whole home destroyed, in that he said he had his father's items that were sentimental to him, all destroyed as well. Earlier on, schools closed early today, transport closed early, businesses shut by 1 p.m. today. It's been so hard to find food out here, even just some water. Everything is closed. With threats we've faced from those young men I mentioned earlier, all wearing black, wearing masks. If they see the sight of a camera anywhere near them, they will come up to you, threaten you with violence. One interesting thing, though, is Belfast, obviously known for the divide between Protestants and Catholics dating back to the Troubles in the 90s. It has been quite interesting on the ground to see some Catholics and Protestants talking together in agreement and very frustrated, sharing their anger, which you would never see these communities crossing over. But as this violence and unrest grows throughout Belfast tonight, following last night, police and authorities fear that it's not over. This could very easily go into tomorrow night, and if it gets to Friday, they fear it could only get bigger over the weekend.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine it ending anytime soon. All right, Pat, thank you very much for that, and stay safe. Thank you.
Yes.
Well,